Hello everybody, it is Prelude.99 and today I'm going to show you how to change the coolant on your car. Let's get right into it. The type of coolant that you're using is very crucial when doing a coolant flush. The kind of coolant that I'm using is Zurex Valvoline. It's made for Honda, Hyundai, Nissan, Subaru. These are pretty much Asian vehicle type fluid for the coolant. And it's 50-50, so I don't need to add any water. It's already, the mixture is already set.
By the way, you will need 2 jugs of Zurex Valvoline blue coolant.
Now, this next part is very important, and that is putting a funnel over the radiator cap and putting the coolant in. Now, over here, I have a funnel kit that cost me around $50. You do not have to get one. These coolant funnels are very, very useful. They have multiple different attachments, as you can see here. Multiple different attachments for the radiator and extensions for hard to reach places. So luckily for me, since this is a Honda, 4-bangers are very easy to work on, and the coolant radiator cap is right in the front. So using one of these adapters, I think it's a green one, you want to put it right here. You want to make sure that it fits perfectly around that, and you want to get one of these to clamp over it and just twist it on as if it's a normal radiator. And you want to put the final touch, which is the funnel. Okay, so if you don't have a jack stand or a jack, you could get a small container about draining the fluid, and pretty much you just want to watch it so it just doesn't overfill. I already emptied my little container once. When this thing is done draining, what you want to do is you want to try finding a way to dispose of this coolant responsibly. You can go to O'Reilly's, AutoZone, or any other auto parts store that recycles oil and antifreeze. After that's done draining, you could put this drain plug for the radiator back in. The fun thing about this is that I actually had to take off my skid plate, which you can see right over there, just to make it easier. You don't have to. I just find it a lot easier to do it that way. And when it's drained and it's all done, you just want to close it real tight and you're good. Now that you filled up the radiator with coolant, now what you want to do is you want to start the car and you want to let it idle for about I'd say about 10, 15, 20 minutes. What you want to do is you want to have the air on high, the heat on high with the AC on, and you want it on max AC. What this does is that it turns up, when you have the AC on, the clutch engages with the AC compressor and puts more strain on the belt, which puts more strain on the crankshaft, which makes the revs higher and pretty much helps the car warm up faster. So I'm just going to start it right now. What you want to do is you want to keep an eye on that gauge. You want to keep an eye on that temperature gauge. And since I'm doing this in a stick car, I'm going to leave it in manual. I have the e-brake on, and I have 2 blocks at the end of my tires.
So I'm going to be doing some commentary on this bit, and the audio was so loud that you can barely hear me talking while the engine's running, so I'm just going to talk through this. So pretty much what I'm doing is burping the system with the new coolant. Now basically what the objective is to pretty much make the funnel have bubbles in it, and to do that you got to check the top radiator hose and the bottom radiator hose, and you got to make sure that they're at the same temperature. They have to be hot. So the hose that is highlighted is going to be the top radiator hose. This is pretty much going to be located near the engine air filter snorkel. And the next photo is going to be from underneath the car. That's going to be the bottom radiator hose. So basically what you want to do is you want to fill both of these hoses, and if they're warm/hot, then that means that the system is fully flushed with the coolant. One important detail I forgot to mention is that when the car is running, you want to rev it a couple of times in order to get the coolant flowing through the whole system, and especially the engine. This is a tachometer, and pretty much what you want to do is you want to have the revs at 3. That's 3,000 RPMs. What that does is it kind of helps the car flush the coolant through the system and have the car warm up faster than having it just idle. When you rev it, the coolant is probably going to flow out of the funnel and into the system, so you want to pour a little bit more coolant in there and just have the car running. So that was how to do a coolant change on your vehicle or a 2003 Honda CRV. If you guys have questions, please let me know down below in the comment section. And if you guys want to watch more, please smash that like button, and I'll see you guys in the next car video DIY. Peace.